Hi, Elaine Williams here. I am creator and founder of Captivate the Crowd and Camera Speaker Training. And I have so much I want to tell you today. I'm just so excited. Happy Monday! So, wow, there's a lot going on I wanted to share with you. And one of the things, hi Leona, hi sweetheart. So good to see you. So I am friends with a woman named Kathryn Calhoun. And she is such a lesson in perseverance and tenaciousness. I am so inspired. She's doing a TeleSummit right now about how to get 3 clients in the next 3 months, and how to get things online and how to keep things simple so that you can keep moving. Because I know for me, I have a tendency to either wing it or plan and study and study and plan, and then I get into analysis paralysis. And I know that there is actually a happy medium in the middle, and that's something I'm working on in my business and for myself personally and with my clients. So it seems like a theme, but I'm so proud to know Kathryn and to be her friend and to have been included in the TeleSummit too. And she's just a lesson, and she didn't give up, which brings me to my next point. She was able to get some pretty big people to come be a part of this TeleSummit. And I have gotten to, have her ear. She's shared with me what she has been through and how she built it. And she didn't give up. She didn't give up. She just kept asking, and she kept, and there were some bobbles and bumps along the way. And I just want to share that because I know for me, when I'm looking at other people's web pages or Facebooks, it looks like everybody else just has it so together and they just kind of went straight to the top. And even though intellectually I know that doesn't happen, but there's a part of me, because I feel like my journey is always sort of like wiggle, 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 up, then wiggle, There's never straight, and nothing's easy. But so I wanted to just invite you to think about, how do you handle obstacles when they come up for you? And how do you keep yourself going? How do you keep yourself motivated? And, you are hopefully here wanting to learn more about speaking and growing your business through speaking. Or you're interested in or being funnier as a speaker, because I do all of that kind of stuff. Hi, Roland. Another great, hi, Johnny, too. Roland is such a great man example. He grew up in, kind of a rough city, and now he has amazing businesses. He's a motivational speaker. Roland, I'm talking about you and how tenacious you are, and you've raised all this beautiful family, and you support your son on his musician's dreams, and you fostered like a gazillion kids too. I mean, the guy just gives and gives and gives. So, in case you're having a Monday that's kind of like, ugh, I just invite you to think about, what do you do when you encounter obstacles, and who can you study or emulate or learn from? Another thing, hi Tracy, thanks for coming on too. I give a lot, and I need a lot. Like, I need daily motivations. I work out daily, I meditate, and I really like to, listen and watch other people. In fact, I just watched Tony Robbins' thing, I Am Not Your Guru. Because I give a lot, I have to fill myself back up. So that was one of my points for the day. And another point is, I am so excited. I have been Facebook messaging Nancy Jutton. I hope I'm saying it right. She is amazing. She is such a generous, awesome speaker, coach, joint venture partner. I'm not even sure all the things she does, but I know she's like big up there in this world, and I feel so honored that we're like Facebook messaging. And so my point in sharing that is, you never know. Hi Karen, hi, thanks for stopping by. You never know. Like, our job is to keep, hey, hi Ivan, so excited to see you. Wow, this is so exciting. Like, our job is to keep doing our work, right? So keep helping, coaching, inspiring, mentoring, pushing people along, pulling them along, training. Keep doing what we're doing, living our missions. And, who doesn't want to be on Oprah's couch, right? I don't even know if she has a couch anymore, but you know what I'm saying. But like, our job is to keep in action. I'm a huge fan of The Artist's Way, and a lot of times she talks about how our job is to keep doing the work and let go of the results. And I know that that is easier said than done, and I'm actually working with several of my clients with that. Like, because I want the results now. I'm impatient. Anybody relate, right? But our job is to keep plugging away, keep working on your work, on your teachings, on what you motivate, on your passion, on the work that you do, and make it as good as you can make it. And keep pressing on, and good things will happen. It's just a matter of patience. So anyway, I'm just feeling so honored to get to be connected with Nancy, and I just wanted to share that, And hi, Lorna. Hi, honey. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And then today I wanted to also talk with you about, I heard this NPR story yesterday on I Love Lucy. And I wrote this long email, and I thought, you know what, I want to talk about today for a second. So my mother was very strict growing up about the TV. We had to read, play the piano. She would not let us watch a lot of TV, which I hated at the time, but of course now I'm grateful. I love to read. I love to go to museums. Although now that I'm in New Jersey, I don't go to the New York City museums. I go to Home Depot. That's a joke, but anyway, so my mother did not let us watch I Love Lucy because my mother was very intellectual. And so I finally found I Love Lucy in my 20s, and I had this roommate, Christopher, who loved I Love Lucy. And it's really fun getting to know somebody's passion, getting to know a new topic when somebody is sharing that with you and they're passionate about it. Because he was like, oh, this is episode number 52 when she messes up this one line, but then they keep it. But then you see the microphone hanging, or he knew every nuance about every episode. And so it was such a gift to get to learn about I Love Lucy sitting next to somebody who was an absolute obsessed fan about it. And so the article yesterday, they were talking about how in 1951, TV was still pretty new, and it was so cutting edge. They did a 3-camera shoot. They did special lighting. They brought in a real film cinematographer. They shot on film instead of what they'd been shooting on. Like, there were so many nuances. And Lucy did this because she wanted to save her marriage. And a lot of people don't know that. And, I could go on and on and on, but the thing that just gave me goosebumps and gives me goosebumps now is just the power of story. So in 1951, TV was new, and American culture was still very repressed. You could not say the word pregnant on TV because that implied somebody had sex. Right? And so nobody had been pregnant on TV. And so when Lucy got pregnant in real life with little Ricky, they thought, I guess we're going to have to cancel the show, even though it was doing really well. So then the writers had an idea, okay, what if we get a rabbi, a priest, and a minister to approve these scripts to see if it's going to offend anybody? So they got all this approval, and they decided to go with it. So Lucy was like the first person to be pregnant on TV, which I didn't know. And the writers timed it so that the night she went in to have a C-section in real life, the Lucy on TV had her baby. And it stopped. It stopped America. Like, people closed their shops. People gathered around TVs. Not everybody had a TV at that time. I mean, it was like millions and millions of viewers. Now, keep in mind, there were only 3 network stations at the time, but and so that's one reason I love stories, because that was the beginning of reality TV in a way too, but in a small way, that show helped prepare the way for other entertainment things to talk about real life stuff. And even though it was a sitcom and it was funny, there were still some great topics that came up too. And I just, I had goosebumps because once I got to know I Love Lucy and know all the nuances behind it and this dramatic love story she had, Lucy and Desi, and how hard they tried to make their marriage work. And, I think he was probably an alcoholic, but they tried so hard, and you could see the love between them, on camera and off, and even after they had been divorced. Hi, Marcia. Hi, honey. So I wanted to share that because to me, that is a great example of the power of story. That story of her having a baby on TV, it stopped America so that they could all be a part of it. And, you know, they never could use the word pregnant. They used expecting. And, you know, there were just so many cool nuances. But what's amazing to me is like the whole country came together and they had that experience together. And that's that creates community. It was like, where were you when this happened, you know? And so I love stories, and I think that we all can become better storytellers. And I love stories because it reminds us of the connectedness that we have and the similarities. You know, I feel like the news so often is pointing out all of the differences, and there's a lot going on in the world right now, a lot. And, you know, when we can take a deep breath and be grateful for what we do have in our lives, and that we have more similarities than differences. So that's just one of the reasons I'm so passionate about stories. Which leads me to my next point is I am starting my new small group program tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It's going to be live on Zoom. Everything's recorded. It's Captivate the Camera and the Crowd, mostly focusing on Facebook Lives and some stage stuff. But you're going to have time every week to work on stuff in front of other people in a very supportive, safe, small environment. It's by invitation only, so you have to apply because I only want to have really cool, awesome, positive people who are in there with us so that people can do really deep work. And every week we're going to be going over, I'm going to be teaching like about connection and confidence, and then there's going to be some role playing, and then we get to work on stuff and we can help craft your speeches and your Facebook Live. So if you are interested, it's only 6 weeks and it's never going to be this small again. I'm doing a much bigger launch this summer in August. So this is the time to jump in. If you know you should be doing Facebook Lives and you're not, if you know that you want to be working on your speaking on a weekly business and on a weekly basis and you're not, this is the time. And it's not about being perfect. It's about like coming to do some good work. You know, I think of it as like a bicep curl. Like you can go to the gym and you can like, oh yeah, you know what? I worked out last month. Okay, great. Well, what'd you do today? You know, speaking is a sport. Speaking is a muscle. Just like stand-up comedy, like you don't just like work on it once and then put it on the shelf and be like, okay, I'll see you in 2 months. Like it's something you have to keep working and honing and working on. And so it's so much more fun to do it with a group too. You know, another one of my clients, she's so cute. She's got a big thing coming up, and I went over to work with her and we did some tapping to kind of help relieve some stress and anxiety. And she confessed, she said, Elaine, I just hate to rehearse. I don't rehearse. And I said, oh, you know what? Nobody loves to rehearse. We love having rehearsed. It's like we love having written. You know, Larry David, who wrote Seinfeld and his show, he says, I hate writing. I love it when I've already written. So, you know, just knowing that alone can make such a difference, you know? So anyway, I am just delighted. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Marsha. I'd love for you to come. Well, you know, all the calls are going to be recorded because you're going to want to go back and listen to them over and over again. So I would encourage you to jump in anyway, because you do have a great message and what you do is really important. So quick recap, if you're just joining us, hi, my name is Elaine Williams. I am founder and creator of Captivate the Crowd and the Camera, and I'm starting my new group program tomorrow night. I'm really excited. If you want to know more about it, please message me below. And if you know somebody who wants to work on their speaking, who knows they should be doing Facebook Lives, but they're not, you should send this to them. Please share this with them. I make it safe. I create a really safe, loving container, and we make it fun. So that's enough about the class. And then I was also talking about You Just Never Know. So inspired by my friend Kathryn Calhoun. I can't talk today. Kathryn Calhoun. And also Nancy Jutton. So excited to have been, you know, Facebook messaging with her. And she has this awesome new Facebook group called Raise Your Voice, Make an Impact. Raise Your Voice, make an impact. So please go and ask to join the group. It's going to be awesome. She is a very generous, kind, supportive, loving mentor, teacher, speaker. So I've never heard anything but like raving reviews. And I gotta say, I was listening to a webinar that she was on, and she said something that just made me laugh out loud. It was so like Midwestern Fargo kind of thing. So once again, the name of her Facebook group is Raise Your Voice, Make an Impact. And if you want to know more about my class that's starting, please message me, because I would love to have you. And if you want to be inspired, go watch an I Love Lucy episode. They're so much fun. So anyway, the power of story. The power of story. It's so powerful. It brings us together. It reminds us of who we are for each other. And you know, one of my mentors, Andrea J. Lee, she said, you know, we really only get to experience truly being human when we're in groups of other humans. And so, like, what group are you in? Who are you hanging out with? You know, I know I have a lot of questions for you today on Monday. So lots of things to think about and chew on. I would love to see you in Nancy's group, Raise Your Voice, Make an Impact. And I would love to talk to you if you are interested in joining my class. We can work on the time, there's a lot of stuff. It's very small. So I want to make it work for you. If you're interested, we should talk. All right, that's enough out of me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And please leave a comment below and have an awesome week. All right, thanks. Bye for now. Bye.